Hello, this is Miss Jeannie with Smart Owl Readers. Today we're going to be doing the booklet Letter J. If you haven't already watched the video, the introduction video on why I separate out these booklets individually for each letter, I go into that in detail. I'll mention some things throughout each book, but it's all there in one video for you. The alphabet might seem like just this simple thing, but it's the foundation of reading. We're talking about 52 symbols because it's 26 lower, 26 upper. There's only 7 letters that look the same, but even that is different because of the size. So keep that in mind. That's a lot to learn the name and sound of, and then eventually write. So here we go with letter J. Again, I just turn the front page, the cover, and I introduce, we have a new letter, letter J. It has a name, J, and has a sound, J. And then we'll go to the picture. Jam, J, J. Jet, J, J. You might say airplane. So in this point, I'll use something simple. Well, the jet goes faster than the airplane. Something simple for someone younger. It's got another name, jet. Jacket, J, J. They might say coat. Okay. There's another name for something that looks a little bit more, has a little different look. So we call this one a jacket, J, J. Jump rope, J, J. If you have one and they've never seen one, might be fun to pull it out and show them how it works. Jellyfish, J, J. This one, I can say that I've often pulled up a YouTube video and show the actual jellyfish, and it's a fun one to talk about. Because remember, you're teaching vocabulary here too, because some of these things they might know a little bit about, and they might not want to know more information, like where does the jellyfish live? What part of the ocean? You know, so you can pull out these little videos and just little short little clips, maybe 2 minutes, and just bring their education up a little bit. Jeep, J, J. And now we're on to our lined pages, okay? So here, I always point out, this is one of those 5 letters in the lowercase that get to go underneath the green line. And as I talked about in my G video, I had a little girl who told me, I was telling her to put all her letters, make sure all the letters are on the grass. And she said, except for the dirt letters, Miss Jeannie. I said, the dirt letters? She goes, yeah, under the grass. Oh, gosh, that's brilliant. So I always say the dirt letters now. And if I take off the hook, we've got letter I. So we've gone over I already, and that also helps them to see that, oh, it's just all I'm adding is this little hook here. Otherwise it's an I. Again, we can just be reading. Jam, J, J. Jet, J, J. Jacket, J, J. Jellyfish, J, J. Jump rope, J, J. Jeep, J, J. Okay, so now we're going to go to the uppercase or capital, big, whichever you want to call it. So I will sometimes have them trace this with their fingers, or I'll do it with mine, you know, so they can actually feel with their finger that shape that it's making. Jet, J, J. And I'll point out to them too, it looks different, but it's still the same letter, same sound. Jacket, J, J. Okay, now we're going to put that big J onto our line so you can see exactly how tall he is, where he sits, where the hook stops. Okay. Jam, J, J. Jet, J, J. Jacket, J, J. And our last 3 pages again is upper and lower together. And you can kind of see them side by side and talk about where they stop, where they start. One has a dot, one doesn't. Jump rope, and we're going to just do the sounds on these. J, J. So the idea here is to teach them one letter, one sound, so that when we go to the next level, we've got 3-letter words, we're giving one sound for each letter. Because because I have so many children that have come to me and they do the sound many times, you know, ba, 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 ba. You know, they like to hear it, and ah, 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 ah. And maybe for a 2-year well, that's okay too. I try and introduce it just one time so they see the letter and they know the sound, because you can get repetition here, not by saying it many times. That's my theory anyway. Oh, let's get this page turned. Jellyfish, ja, ja. Jeep, ja, ja. And our last good job page, who's on there? Our jellyfish, good job. Okay, acknowledge them. Really make a big deal if they finish something. Practice turning pages is something that if you have this hard copy, it's a good drill to do with them on how to turn pages one at a time. Otherwise, just make it a point to spend a little bit of time. Again, go back on the books that you've covered. Let them pick which one they want to do. Sometimes they'll go to one that's easier for them. And maybe you want to stay on A for a long time, and that's okay too. It's really up to you to see what you think they need to practice on, or some kids like to do the same book over and over again, others want a new one. And so I kind of just move around to their liking somewhat, and then I'll use my judgment as an educator too.